Radha Madhav ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we are reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 11, Chapter 2. Mahārāja Nimi meets the Nine Yogendras. Verse 3 and 4. Verse number 3. Tam ekada tu devarshim Vasudevo graha agatam Architam sukhamasenam Abhivadya idam abrave. Translation. One day, the sage among the demigods, Narada, came to the house of Vasudeva. After worshipping Narada with suitable paraphernalia, seating him comfortably and respectfully bowing down to him, Vasudeva spoke as follows. Text 4. Shri Vasudeva Uvacha Bhagavan Bhavato Yatra Swastai Sarvadehina Kripanam Yatha Pitror Uttama Shloka Vartamana Shri Vasudeva Uvacha Bhagavan Bhavato Yatra Swastai Sarvadehina Kripanam Yatha Pitror Uttama Shloka Vartamanam Shri Vasudeva Vacha Bhagavan Bhavato Yatra Swastai Sarvadehina Kripanam Yatha Pitro Uttama Shloka Vartamana. Word to word meaning. Shri Vasudeva Uvacha. Shri Vasudeva said, Bhagavan, O Lord, Bhavataha, of your good self, Yatra, the coming, Swastaye, for the benefit, Sarvadehina, of all embodied beings, Kripananam, of the most wretched, Yatha, as Pitroho, death of a father, Uttama Shloka, the Supreme Lord, who is praised by excellent verses. Vartamanam, of those who are fixed on the path toward. Translation and purport by the followers of Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Shri Vasudeva said, My Lord, your visit, like that of a father to his children, is for the benefit of all living beings. You specially help the most wretched among them, as well as those who are advanced on the path toward the Supreme Lord. Uttama Shloka. Purport. Vasudeva herein describes the glories of Narad Muni. The words Kripanam Yatha Pitror Uttama Shloka Vartamanam are significant. Kripananam refers to the most wretched persons, whereas Uttama Shloka Vartamanam refers to the most fortunate, those who are advanced in Krishna consciousness. Sridhar Swami has stated, Tatha Bhagavad Rupasya Bhavato Yatra Sarva Dehina Swasta iti. The word Bhagavad Rupasya indicates that Narad Muni is an expansion of the Supreme Lord and that his activities therefore bring immense benefit for all living beings. The first canto of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Narad Muni is described as a manifestation of the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, there it is stated that Narada is specially empowered to give instructions in the art of devotional service to Krishna. Narada is especially able to advise the conditioned souls as to how they can dovetail their present activities with the devotional service of Krishna without unnecessarily disrupting their present life. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati has defined the word kripana by quoting from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad 3.9.10. Etadaksharam garagi aviditva samalokat pretasa kripanaha. O daughter of Gargacharya, he who leaves this world without learning about the infallible Supreme is a kripna or miser. In other words, we are awarded the human form of life so that we may understand our eternal blissful relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As indicated in verse 2 of this chapter by the word Indriyavan, the human body is specifically awarded so that we may serve the Supreme Lord Krishna. This human form of body is the greatest fortune because the highly evolved intelligence of human life enables us to understand Krishna, the absolute truth. If we are unable to understand our eternal relationship with God, we shall derive no permanent benefit whatsoever in this present life, nor can we ultimately benefit others. One who receives a great treasure but can neither use it himself nor dedicate it to the happiness of others is called a miser. Therefore, a person who leaves this world without having understood his actual position as servant of God is called a kripna or miser. This verse states that Narad Muni is so empowered in the devotional service of Krishna that he can lift even miserly rascals out of their illusion, just as a kind father goes to his child and wakes him from a distressing nightmare. Our present materialistic life is just like a troublesome dream from which great souls such as Narada can wake us. Narada Muni is so powerful that even those already advanced in devotional service to Krishna can greatly enhance their spiritual position by hearing his instructions, as they will be given here in the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Therefore, Sri Narada is the Guru and Father of all living beings who are originally devotees of the Lord, but who are now artificially attempting to enjoy the material world in the material bodies of human beings, animals, and so on. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Paritam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamsha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhuvaya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, Narad Muni is one of the Mahajanas, and he is always there in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. And actually, he is the reason that we have Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Vasudev, he compiled all the literatures, he compiled Vedanta Sutra, but still unsatisfied. And to deliver from this situation, Narad Muni came and he chastised him that you gave everything but not Krishna. Because Bhagavatam gives you only one thing, Krishna consciousness. All other things which are mentioned in other literatures, which Vasudev has compiled, don't give you the clear glimpse of Krishna. But Bhagavatam gives the clear understanding that what must be done. And taking this message, Narad Muni goes everywhere and deliver everyone from their distressful situation which they are right now. So, people are suffering because of lack of Krishna consciousness. That's a simple statement, but very profound statement, because people don't know the goal of life, and especially the goal can be ascertained only by human beings. No other species can know what's the goal of life because they are only engaged in eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. But the influence of Kali is making human also to become animals. So they are becoming two-legged animals. But Mahajanas like Narad Muni, who wants to help all these fallen souls, give them the chance to practice devotional service. So they are called as Bhagwan. This title we hear only for Krishna. How come it's used for Narad Muni? Sridhar Maharaj also uses the word Bhagavad Rupasya, that Narad Muni is Bhagavata Rupasya, an expansion of the Lord. Why? Because Krishna is Suhridam Sarvadehinam. Krishna wants good for every living being, means he wants to take them back to Godhead. In the same way, Mahajanas like Narad Muni and pure devotees, they want the same thing for the living beings, take them back to Godhead. So there's no difference in their objective. With that same objective of Lord Krishna, Narad Muni goes to each and everyone and delivers the message of Krishna. And that's why this title, Bhagwan, is also applicable to Narad Muni. And it's mentioned in 4th canto of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam that this Bhagwan title is given to personalities who are doing extraordinary activities. And what is that extraordinary activities? Going back to Godhead. Those personalities who have went to back to Godhead or who are in the journey towards back to Godhead, they are given the title Bhagwan, not to any ordinary living being. So, pure devotional service makes you eligible to get such a big title as Bhagwan. So, we hear about Narad Muni, how he helped many personalities, and he's helping everyone, dhira, dhira, sober and crooked. He's not like discriminating because he sees the soul. He doesn't see the conditioning of the soul. We, as conditioned living being, we just see the external, bhairarthamanina, like how he is, oh, he's so crooked, oh, he's black, oh, he's like that, oh, he's not behaving like this. But a Vaishnava, he wants to benefit the soul, and he's only worried about the soul, not the conditioning. And he gives the chance that this soul somehow or other get some mercy by which he develops attraction for Krishna. And this is what we do in Kali Yuga. We take this mercy of Lord Chaitanya outside by doing Harinam Sankirtan. But by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we have such a beautiful temple that people are coming inside to get this mercy. We don't have to go outside. We can go, but the crowd is coming automatically inside, and we have so many things to do to benefit them. So, we recently installed a counting machine, how many people are visiting our temple. So, we just counted the 2 gates and it was around 27,000 people. This is on weekend, not festival, only normal weekend. On weekdays, it's around 23,000. So many people are coming every day to Krishna Balram to get the mercy. What we have to do is just give them the opportunity to take this mercy by becoming a proper representative of Lord Chaitanya. So Narad Muni, he went with this message. He delivered King Prachina was totally engrossed in sacrificial rituals to benefit And he explained him in a very interesting way, indirect way. He could have said directly, but he was not ready to hear the corrections directly. So sometimes seniors, they correct us indirectly so that he doesn't feel bad and the message is also delivered. And he gave the whole example of the 9 gates and everything. We also hear how he delivered the sons of Daksha. The sons of Daksha, they were like given birth so that they can assist King Daksha in populating the universe. And they went to do tapasya so that they become eligible to give nice birth to progeny, good progeny. But Narad Muni went there and he saw these guys are ready. They are brahmacharis, totally focused, unattached. Why they should be sent to the path where they will be developing more attachment? And he said to them, there is no point of doing this. Do Krishna Bhakti and go back to Godhead. And I don't know, 1,000 or 10,000? 10,000 sons, they all went back to Godhead by the mercy of Narad Muni. Daksha, like a father, he felt so bad that my son is not doing for me. And he was unhappy. He said, no problem, I'm Daksha. He created more 10,000 and they went. Narad Muni again went to the scenario and he said, what are you doing? Your elder brothers, you should learn from them. They took the path of devotional service and they went back to Godhead. So you should also walk on the same path. So he created the family emotions and encouraged them to take up to devotional service and they also went back to Godhead. So this is Narad Muni. He was delivering. And Daksha, he got upset and he cursed Narad Muni that you are always staying at some place and preaching always. So you can't stay like more than 2 nights at one place. And he was cursed. And Narad Muni said, thank you very much. No problem. Because what's the point of staying in one place? I'll develop attachment. It's nice. I travel and spread Krishna consciousness. So Vaishnava, they are unattached. And secondly, they are unbiased. And that's why they are respected by both the demigods and the demons. They are just like Narad Muni was welcomed by both the parties, Asura and Sura. Asura and Sura, they are perpetually enemies. They are like eternally enemies. And Narad Muni, he's Devarishi, he's the saintly among the demigods. He's also a demigod. So, how come he is welcomed? Because he is unattached and unbiased. His only focus is to spread Krishna consciousness. That's his only focus. There is no other focus that he has in his mind. And that's why Sura Asura, they are worshipped by both. And we see like Narad Muni helped everyone. We hear the case of Brigari, the hunter, was so cruel that he was killing the animals, innocent animals, helpless animals, and leaving them half dead so that he can see the suffering of those animals. He was feeling pleasure in this. Why? Because he learned this from his father. He was trained like that and he also felt that same pleasure. But when Narad Muni saw, and he saw like, how can be someone so cruel? He went there and he said, who will take the reactions for what you are doing right now? Like, I am maintaining my family, they will take also the reaction. No, they won't take. You have to suffer alone. And he delivered the message and he delivered the person also. So he was not like very apprehensive, oh, why should I go with this cruel hunter? I should deliver the pious people. No, everyone were delivered. The case of Nala Kuvera, who were like demigods and enjoying, like intoxicated. Narad Muni was so upset with them, like such a nice chance to go back to Godhead and wasting. So how he blessed them by giving them the curse that they will become a tree. Like who wants that curse? Do we come to the temple and ask for the benediction? Please make me a tree. No, we want nice car, nice family, nice money, everything. But here, this is called a blessing to become a tree. Why? Because they were not in an ordinary place. They were situated in the Angan of Krishna, of Nanda Baba, where Krishna was going to perform his pastime. And then they were supposed to be delivered by Krishna because Narad Muni desired it. Krishna was not interested in delivering these two personalities. His interest was developed because of Narad Muni. That's the potency of the mercy of Vaishnavas. It can attract Krishna. By our own endeavor, Very difficult. Very, very difficult. But by the blessings, it's very, very possible. So that's why he is called Swastha Sarva Dehinam, well-wisher of every living being. Like how Yatha Pitro Kripanam, a father, he doesn't discriminate between a good son and a bad son. He has feelings for both. He wants to help the both in some way or other. Similarly, Narad Muni helps both the types of personality, the crooked and the one who are going towards back to Godhead. Uttama Shloka Vartamanam. He wants to help them also to develop more higher taste to hear about Krishna. So we hear that how Narad Muni achieved this position. He took birth in a Shudra family because he was cursed as he was doing Harinam in some filmy way, cinematic, like for sense enjoyment, and he was cursed by the personalities there. And he took birth in a Shudra family. So basically he was unqualified for devotional service. Like taking by birth, he was unqualified. But by the mercy of these Vedantists who were doing devotional service, his mother was serving them, assisting them. And Narad Muni, a small boy, also assisted the mother, and by this he got a chance to hear from them because it was the 4th month of Chaturmasya, and that time nobody travels because it's rainy season, and they stay back. And what these Mahajanas will do, they will speak about Krishna. So he was spending time with them and offering them prasadam and taking their uchista, their remnants. And by this, automatically, without even desiring, he developed taste for hearing about Krishna. He developed inclination to serve Krishna. And to such a level that he wanted to associate with them more and more. And he was so unhappy when they left. So unhappy when they left. He was more unhappy when they left compared to when her mother left. His mother left. When his mother left, he said, "Oh, this is the arrangement of Krishna." He was not like morose. But when the Mahajanas, they left, he was very unhappy. That's the effect, that you develop detachment. So by this, we can understand the power of association and how this association develops detachment. So, by mercy of devotees, one is able to understand Krishna. Otherwise, personally, we are all unqualified. That's the reality. We are here only by mercy of the Vaishnava. And it's interesting that we hear the sage Atri, who wanted a son powerful like God. And he started doing the tapasya, the rituals and everything. But he didn't offer it to particular personality. He didn't know who is the Supreme Personality. He just was just offering and offering and offering. And that's why all the 3 personalities came, Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. And he said, for whom it is. And they gave the blessing, okay, you can have a son. And Dattatreya was born. So, Atri Rishi is not an ordinary living being. He is son of Brahma. Not even born ordinarily. He was born from the mind of Brahma. And even such a great personality not able to understand who is the absolute truth. Very interesting. You ask any small baby in Krishna consciousness, in ISKCON, who is the Supreme Personality, they will say Krishna. But here, confused, not clear. And that's why Dattatreya was born. So, personal qualification comes secondary. The mercy of the Acharyas is the foremost thing which gives you the eligibility to understand Satyam, which is Krishna. To understand Param Satya, you need mercy of the Vaishnavas, although you might be unqualified to receive that mercy. This is how we can understand. Srila Prabhupada was once, disciples were gathered and they were saying, "Oh Srila Prabhupada, how come we have this great fortune to practice bhakti? We didn't do any piety. We are not from a very pious family. We all did nonsense. How come we have this great fortune to practice devotional service?" Prabhupada said, "I created this great fortune. It was created by me. And this is how you can take the best use of this opportunity. Because Krishna also says, Bahunam Janmanam Ante. It takes a lot of birth to come to the conclusion that Vasudevam Sarvamiti. But by mercy of a Vaishnava, right now we can understand who is Krishna. Rest all outside they are confused. Who is the absolute truth? But we don't know, like we are not confused. We don't say God, we say Godhead. We don't say Godhead, we say the Supreme Personality of Godhead. No confusion. God, many Ishvara, but Param Ishvara we are worried about. But in that Param Ishvara, we say the Supreme Personality, which is only one personality, that is Krishna. Because there are many Godhead. Vishnu, Narasimha, there are so many personalities. But only Krishna. Krishna's to Bhagavan Swayam. And this is what Srila Prabhupada gave to each and every one. And by that great fortune, we are here right now. If we think that we are in this moment, we are in this temple by our own will, we are in illusion. We are here because we have mercy of our acharyas. And we will be here if we keep attracting that mercy. And how we can do that? By spreading Krishna consciousness. That's the only way we can attract the mercy of the acharyas. Because Janma Sartha Kara Para Upkar. Okay, now you know what's the mission of life. Help others now. Why wasting? Otherwise, we'll be a Kripna. Keeping everything for yourself, not helping others. So that's why it needs to be taken out, not kept inside. And that's why we say, Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha. Even a small moment of association can deliver you. His Holiness Kadam Kanam Swami Maharaj was sharing a story where during Kartik he used to go, and after Kartik he used to go to Mayapur. And he was planning this full schedule, getting up at 1:30, doing your rounds before Mangala Arati, then doing Bhagavatam, and then hearing and chanting, that side. So when he used to get up early in the morning, he used to go towards temple at 2 a.m., right? And there he saw one person, but not in a devotional attire, like pajama. We've seen some foreigners like they are in pajama and little bit kurta or t-shirt, hair, something like that, no tilaka. But japa, chanting. And then he saw later in Mangala Arati. Then he saw him in Guru Puja. Then when he was passing by to do some program, he saw him going towards the Rajbhog Arati. Then he saw him so many times, and what he was doing, only doing one thing, chanting. And then he saw him like doing this continuously many days. So Maharaj developed this inquiry, like, I should ask him, like, who is this personality? Always chanting. We never see that. And he went to him and he asked him, are you a demigod or something? And then he said, oh, no, I'm just chanting Hare Krishna. Like, how come you can do that? And then he said that, long time ago, I was there in San Francisco. There was a big wheel going on the road, big cart going on the road. And there was this one personality who was beaming a lot among all of them. And there was Srila Prabhupada. I just saw him. I don't know what happened to me. I developed this attraction that how nice this is, this life. How nice this is, chanting of Hare Krishna. That after many years, I just left everything and I visit Mayapur and do this. So he didn't even met Srila Prabhupada. He just saw Srila Prabhupada. And he saw devotees chanting in the Rath Yatra parade. And he developed this desire to practice devotional service. This is the potency. And that's why we should not take this mercy as ordinary mercy. It's a great, great fortune that we have this mercy. And we should make the best use of this, not take it very lightly. And how can we take it seriously? By sharing with others. When we share with others, we realize like, he's not able to understand the mission of life. How unfortunate he is. How am I able to understand? Let me give him more and more. And let me take myself also seriously. This is how you do that. So that's the power of association. And then Narad Muni not only developed taste, he developed detachment also. And the mother died, he just left unaffected. Like, this is a chance Krishna is giving me. And he left to the forest and started doing meditation. So devotees, they're not affected, pure devotees, by the, very, like, this material world is full of suffering, samsara dhava, right? But who gets this suffering? Only demons. Demons means who are materialistic. Devotees, they're not bothered by that. And we have example of Narad Muni. Mother died, no problem, went ahead. We hear from Prahlad Maharaj that I don't need any benediction. I am satisfied just by hearing and chanting. What I cannot bear is this conditioned soul, how they are illusion and engrossed in doing only fruitive activities. To them, I want some benediction. So devotees are just happy with hearing and chanting. They are not affected by anything else. We hear Kunti Maharani says, Krishna bring troubles again and again. And what are those troubles? Poison, fire, man-eaters behind them, getting disrobed in the assembly, that Krishna saved them. Then in the battlefield, all were so powerful. The Kauravas was so powerful. Krishna delivered them there also. So no problem, send them again and again. Continuous, Shashwat. Okay, we went through problem, we said never again. Okay, one time, okay, I can handle. But again and again, Kunti Maharani is saying again and again, Shashwat, keep repeating them. Why? Because this will help me to remember you. If anything is helping me to remember you, that is welcome. So that's the essence of devotional service, that devotees are fearless, then unaffected, and we cannot comprehend how this is possible. How these qualities are possible in these personalities. But it's possible because Sarva Maha Guna Gana Vaishnava Sharire Krishna Bhakta Krishnera Guna Sakali Sanchare. That all good qualities of Krishna, they will manifest within the body of a Vaishnava. That is the amazing nature of Krishna consciousness. Krishna is fearless, we will be fearless. Krishna is renounced, we will be renounced. Why? Because we are trying to serve Krishna. So what is service? Service means whatever the qualities that are of the master, whatever goal that are of the master, whatever is important to the master, all this becomes important to us also. If honesty is important to our spiritual master, to Krishna, it becomes important to us also. If austerity is important, it becomes important to us also. And this is how we develop these qualities automatically, because our only concern to serve our master. And that is called chastity. If you are not chaste, how can we be sincere? Without chastity, how can we be sincere? So we have nice example of chastity. We hear about Nala and Damayanti. And Nala was very beautiful king. And he came to know about very beautiful princess, Damayanti. And he went to the Swayamvara. And on the way, Indra came. Because he was, demigods also, they were attracted to Damayanti. Because this is a time of like previous ages. And he said, oh, where are you going, Nala? Oh, I'm going to the Swayamvara of this Damayanti. But what will you do? I will try to win her. But he said, oh, but you should serve me. I am a demigod. Okay, I will serve you. How can I serve you? Oh, you take my message to her that Indra is very attracted to her and he wants to marry her. I said, okay, I will do that. And he took that message and he went to Damayanti, who was attracted by the beauty of Nala. And Nala said, oh, I have a message of the great king Indra and he wants to marry you. And Damayanti said, stupid fellow. And said, oh, I will not marry anyone else except Nala. She declared that. And Nala came back and he honestly said to Indra, see, this is a situation. She only wants to marry only one person. And who's that person? Me. So they went to the Swayamvara, demigods, they didn't give it up. So they all came. Vayu also came, Indra also came, and they took the form of Nala. So there were 5 personalities. And Damayanti, like ordinary person, she got confused. Like, whom to put the garland? If I put the wrong person the garland, I will be like so unhappy. And she then prayed to the Supreme Person, if I am chaste enough in my dedication, in my attachment, please let this garland be worn by the right person. And Krishna inspired her and she put the garland on Nala. So they agreed to that. They understood this is the arrangement of Krishna. Krishna wants that Nala and Damayanti should come together, and Indra went back. So Adharma is also from Brahma, and son of Adharma is Kali, and Kali, he married harsh speech. So Kali is also a celestial being, and he went to Indra. Indra, what you did? You just gave her up. You are a demigod, the most powerful of all demigods. And you just lost a normal human being, Nala. This is not acceptable. Like, this is totally not acceptable. You should go back, win her back. I said, no, what's the point? It's settled, I'm satisfied. No, this is totally wrong. Kali was not giving up. If you want, I can help you. I will win the Damayanti for you. Indra said, okay, why should I get my hands dirty? Let him do the dirty work. If I get, no problem. And Kali went. And Kali was looking an opportunity to enter Nala. And once he went to do the natural thing and didn't wash his feet. And Kali entered the consciousness of Nala. And when he was encouraged, like Yudhishthira Maharaj, to do the gambling, Nala also did that and he lost everything. He lost Damayanti also. And they both were sent to the forest. And Kali was still controlling the decision of Nala. He was possessed by Kali. When he went to the forest, he thought, oh, I'm such a fallen, and I cannot take care of this beautiful queen also. I should just leave her and let God decide what's good for her. And he left his wife alone in the forest. This is not like a small forest, it's a deep, dark forest. And he went. Why? Because Kali was again and again pushing to make a decision which is not good for him. And Damayanti, when she got up, she said, I'm all alone. She was looking for her husband and she came across a snake and she shouted loudly. Hunter came and he killed the snake, and then his attention went to the alone beautiful Damayanti. And she understood his desire and she again prayed, if I'm chaste, please, Krishna, help me. And that hunter was burned to ashes. And in the end, they both came together. So we see these two things, how Kali can possess our decision, can possess our mind due to the contamination, and how to get rid of this contamination. Only one thing we can do. Chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Kale dosha. It's so faults, so many faults. Eko asti mahat guna. Chanting of Hare Krishna. By that, we can be immune to the effects of Kali. Because Kali will make you do sinful activities, will revive those inclinations to do sinful activities. Even though I am initiated, I gave the vow, but still, it will come again and again. It won't leave you back. It won't leave you alone. It will push a lot. But how can we be immune? By chanting, by taking shelter of this holy name, by taking shelter of this process, we can be able to do that. And this is what we promise to our spiritual master. Chastity, following the vows, chanting Hare Krishna. And if we do that, then we can be delivered. Then we can go back to Godhead. And this is what we have to do. Just keep following our spiritual master. Remember his instructions, and by that, we can really achieve perfection in this life. Because devotees, they don't have any other purpose except bringing us closer to Krishna. That's their only aim. Once Maharaj was in Jaipur, we know Radha Govind Ji is in Jaipur. Very big temple, beautiful temple. It's a very huge span. It's a world record also. The span of the beam in the Radha Govind temple. And when it's crowded, you cannot be inside. Then you have to stay back, which is a bit higher platform. And from there, you can little bit have darshan of Radha Govind Ji. But it's very difficult to see, like from a distance. So he was standing there trying to have darshan, and one old lady, she was pulling Maharaj's cloth. And was sort of like this. She wanted some money, and she says, oh, leave me alone, leave me alone. But she again pulled back. And what she did, she gave him a binocular. Take this binocular, and what will I do? Okay, look at Radha Govind Ji. And he took this binocular and he saw, oh, so closer Krishna is. So beautiful Krishna is. And Krishna also is wearing a watch. Radha Govind Ji, Radha Gopinath Ji, they all wear watch on their wrist. This is very interesting. And he was able to have a nice darshan. So this is what devotees do. They give you a binocular where you can go closer to Krishna, where you can see Krishna as it is, where you can really feel attachment to Krishna. And this is what we are looking for. Such a pure relationship that we can have with devotees. And why this is pure? Because there is only one reason we are together. That is, we go closer to Krishna more and more. And how this is possible? By speaking about Krishna. I was just crossing by once, like just 2 days before, and two devotees were gathering, and they were asking, what's the bhav of your plot? What's the rate of the plot? Oh, you purchased 2 crores? Oh, it's now 4 crores. I said, this is very interesting. Now the discussion in the temple is about what's the rate of the plot? What's the rate of the property? Instead of discussing about Krishna, we are worried, how can I stay somewhere around in Vrindavan? Or how can I do this? So, if you're serious about Krishna, Krishna is serious about you. So it's his headache how to maintain you. We hear the Srivas Thakur. Once Mahaprabhu asked him that, Srivas, in the morning you are with me preaching Krishna consciousness. In the evening you are with me dancing whole night in the kirtan. You are a grasta. How do you maintain your family? Right? Mahaprabhu, it all gets arranged. I just do devotional service, follow your instruction, and things get arranged. What happens? Like people, someone brings something, they offer something, and my day goes. But it might be a case that you will not get something. So I accept that it is Krishna's desire, and we fast. The whole family, we fast. Okay, but if it doesn't come second day, then we will accept that Krishna wants us to fast one more day. We will fast again. If it doesn't come third day, then nothing. I'll take my family, go to the shore of Ganga and drown in Ganga. When Mahaprabhu heard that he will drown, he said, no, Srivas. Never even think about that. Lakshmi ji herself will stay in your house and take care of you. Yoga Shemam Vahameham. What you lack, I provide. So what we lack is Krishna consciousness. We don't lack property of this and that. What we are lacking is Krishna consciousness. And our only duty is to make such arrangement if we increase our Krishna consciousness, not get distracted by the practice of Krishna consciousness. And if we do that, we see how Krishna is wonderful and how these devotees are so wonderful. Thank you. Hare Krishna. So, any questions, any comments?
Generally, materialists are encouraged to think very positively. I'm perfect, I'm strong, I'm powerful, so they can have the mental or the mindset to be more successful in life. But it appears that by practicing devotional service, it's just the bhakti or Bhagavad, you develop godly qualities. And those who are really advanced are very humble. They feel like, I'm unqualified and don't even mention my name, and I'm very, very much, incapable of doing anything, and feel very dependent, But still, they have the godly qualities, and sometimes they can also do powerful things too. So, how to have the proper mindset when you're trying to actually move forward, you have to think something positively, but then Vaishnava is always humble and thinking himself very fallen and low.
Yeah. Humility might not be a very powerful quality in the material world, but it's a very powerful quality in the spiritual practice. And it will come by mercy only. So, to tolerate and to be humble is not easy. So, humility comes with honesty. That I'm able to do because I'm empowered. Materialistic, they're vimudha. Ahanka vimudatma karta hamiti munite. They're bewildered by Maya and they think that they are the doer. Devotees, they know that they are not a doer. Krishna is a doer. And Krishna is empowering them to do such wonderful, powerful activities. Like Srila Prabhupada, within 12 years, he opened so many centers. From 40 rupees, he established like billions of property. Like it's unimaginable. Biggest businessman that we can have in this generation. But how he can do that? Because he wanted to serve Krishna and Krishna wanted that. So, a servant of a powerful person is also powerful. So, devotee's power rests by understanding that he is empowered by Krishna and he's supposed to serve Krishna. Materialistic, they're depending on themselves and they take credit, and when they are not able to do, they become bewildered. Oh, what will happen? I was able to do before, now I'm not able to do. Fearful. They try to become controller, but devotees, they understand this, and that's why it is the most powerful quality to be humble. Because you are honest with yourself at least. You're not a pretender, mithyachari. Materialists, they are a pretender. Oh, everything is nice, and inside is a volcano. Just like there is a story which we call Advama, a circus of 25 paisa. And it was advertised in the whole village. Oh, Charane ka circus, 25 paisa circus, 25 paisa circus. The whole village, they get gathered. Oh, we will see the circus. And this Prabhuji, he was in front in the line. And the manager said, oh, do you have a ticket? And he said, yes, I have a ticket. He went inside, only one person at a time in the show. It was all dark. Prabhuji saw a spotlight. There was a chair. He sat there. And immediately a huge 7 feet wrestler came in front of him. Prabhuji said, I paid 25 paisa. Show me some comedy. Make me laugh. I said, you want to see circus in 25 paisa? The wrestler slapped Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I gave money and see how they're treating me. And he threw this Prabhuji outside the circus. And Prabhuji said, oh, this is cheating. I'll tell everyone, make a media, propaganda, everything. But the villagers, when they gathered, oh, this person had just see the show. And he asked him, oh, how was the show? How was the show? He said, 1 number, 8 number circus. Because he cannot say the reality, because then they will make mockery of him, make joke of him. He cannot tolerate that. So he was pretending it was a nice show. Second person went, this Prabhuji went, same thing, slapped outside. Villagers gathered. How was the show? And he said, 1 number. Why? Because the previous person said, 1 number show. And if I say the reality, they will make fun of me. 1 number. Third person, same thing. Prabhuji thought, I think I should go again. They're really showing the show. So he went back again. He was beaten more heavily by the wrestler. But he never shared the reality that he is suffering. That's the situation of this material. They are not powerful. They are the weakest person, but they pretend to be powerful by the illusion of Maya. So this is what I can understand from your question.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. In this verse, Vasudeva is saying to Prabhu that your life coming as a father is coming to the children's house, the own children's house. And he himself is the father of Supreme Personality of God, Krishna. These two aspects, he's speaking as being the father of Supreme Personality of God and Krishna. He's saying, Narada, that you are coming like a father comes to the children's house. Explain on that.
Yeah. Devotional service is very interesting. Shanta, Tasa, Vatsalya, Madhurya, these Rasa are there, and in different roles they are trying to serve Krishna. Sometimes Krishna doesn't feel pleased or pleasure when devotees are, oh, very humble servant. Sometimes he feels pleasure when he is chastised also. So he makes his devotees and make them his father. Because who can become father of Krishna? Only pure devotees. So pure devotees are given a chance to become father because they can give more pleasure to Krishna. Gopis, they say, oh, you dance. You dance for us. Only then we will give you makhan. So just chastising Krishna. They are sometimes complaining about Krishna. And all this, it gives pleasure to Krishna. So Vasudeva, yes, he is father of Krishna. And Narada Muni is also labeled as the Pitro, welfare, because a father like Krishna only wishes for one thing, deliverance of a conditioned living being. So Krishna, as a supreme father, he wants the welfare of every living, so Hridam Sarva Bhutanam. Vasudeva, all being a father, he just playing a role to please Krishna. And Narad Muni, as a father, as is mentioned here, he is doing the same thing as I mentioned in my class earlier, that he is helping each and every being to go closer to Krishna. This is what I can explain. Not so much philosophy. I can relate. So, thank you very much. Grantraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Samasta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Nitya Gaur Premanande.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna.